Are you a solopreneur looking to 2 times your revenue to fund your lifestyle and give back? Well, this podcast is for you. We bring you inspirational guests sharing actionable tips to solve many of the struggles you face each and every day. And now over to your host, Paul Higgins.
Hi, Paul here. Before we get into the show, would you like to make a great first impression on LinkedIn? If so, I have something just for you. When people search for your name on Google, your LinkedIn profile will normally come up first. Before meeting someone for the first time, how often do they view your LinkedIn profile? For many coaches and consultants I begin to work with, their profiles don't do them any justice. I've created a simple solution where you can whip your profile into shape to have your best foot forward when attracting new clients on LinkedIn. Go to blgdownload.com, so that's blgdownload.com to get your 5 killer tips today. Hello to the Build, Live, Give Solo podcast, episode number 193. If it's your first time, welcome. And if you love what you hear, please subscribe. If you're a regular, thanks for your support. Love to get your feedback to improve the show at paul@buildlivegive.com. A shout out to Austin, who inspired me to talk about today's topic. Austin is a valuable member of BLG Collective. Find out more at buildlivegive.com. Just go up to under services on the homepage. Please check out our past shows on your favorite platform. Just search Build, Live, Give. Today's topic is one very close to my heart. It's top 10 personal effectiveness tips. You will learn why now, my top 10, and how to get more help. I'm recording this on the 24th of March, 2020, and I expect to release it in a month's time. For those living through this global pandemic right now, it is hard to predict the future with any certainty. I'm hopeful we are all in a better position by the time you are listening to this. My thoughts and prayers go out to all who are impacted, and particularly you who's listening now. I'm immune suppressed and I live each day as it comes. Especially at this time. The time I have, I want to maximize it the best that I can. And I've found it hard to be focused with using my time. I must be completely honest. I've had my family members working from home. I'm flat out helping clients in desperate times, and I'm also helping my extended family. It's really easy to get distracted. So I went back to my top 10 personal effectiveness tips, and I want to give them to you so that I can help you right now. I caution you though, don't apply them all exactly as I say them. Take what makes sense to you at the time and implement it based on your personality and the way that you love to work. You can also refer back to them at any time. The great benefit of podcasts is that they're evergreen. I use Airtable to sort all my podcasts that I've listened to into categories so I can grab them at an instant. Maybe this should be my tip number 11. So there is no specific order. What I'll do is just go through the whole 10. So the first one is, tip 1 is implement the 5 energy drivers. They're eat, move, sleep, relax, and connect. And I go into more detail on these in episode 157. Tip 2, meditation. It can be as simple as you like it. So for me, I actually count the strokes in my swimming pool. And now it's going to move into winter. What I'll do is walk the dog, and I'll count the steps when I walk the dog. Okay, so there are a couple of key things you can do, but it doesn't have to be hard. So tip number 3, tracking habits. I use an app on my iPhone called Done, D-O-N-E. I have my badge notifications on, and when I'm in a mad panic, which I've been at quite a bit of lately, it helps me to stay focused on the most important habits. It was brilliant when I was going through my transplant. It really helped me to focus. So all links to this app, the Done app, and everything else I mentioned will be in the show notes below. So tip number 4, time blocking and tracking your time. I work in 30-minute blocks timed on my phone, on my iPhone. Actually, I can't say it now because Siri will pop it in, but I basically just use Siri to set up the 30-minute alarm. And then I record when I've focused on one task only in Toggl. So that's a time tracking. It's really simple on your mobile phone. I then review against my targets each week with my business manager. So tip number 5, letting go. I have a business manager and several virtual assistants that support me. I have daily whips, especially with my business manager, to keep me up to date. And we use some software I will mention soon as well. I also have over 400 vetted experts to do things for me, which either I don't know how to do, which is a lot, or I don't like to do, which is even more. So a great example of that is YouTube ads. So thanks to Alana Wexler and Jeremy Yang, who's been supporting me on that. So just a little check-in. So far, we've done energy, the 5 energy drivers. We've done meditation, tracking habits, time blocking, and letting go. But before we go into tip 6, I would like to talk about Dubb. So Dubb is an all-in-one sales and marketing platform which has helped me to attract and convert and retain more happy clients. So it's spelled Dubb. I purchased it in an AppSumo deal and I forgot about it as I worked through some challenging health, which I spoke about before. I started to leverage LinkedIn posting to build authority and new clients, and I was struggling to cut through with my sales follow-up. I dusted off Dubb and started to get immediate results. So what are some ways I'm using it? I use welcome videos to my new connections, a little quick video of who I am, but most importantly, what their focus is. 2-minute videos on how to improve LinkedIn posts, both to my existing clients, but also to new clients. I can also grab a video from the library, and I use little Chrome extensions, whether it be in LinkedIn or Gmail, which make it really easy to select from different videos to send people. I also do screen recordings to help people, especially at a time like now when they're in crisis. I track all the analytics in the platform. I could go on forever about Ruben and the team they've created at Dubb. Why not check it out for yourself? Just go to buildlivegive.com/Dubb. So that's Dubb. Once again, this and all links will be in the show notes. So tip number 6, project management. Email and Slack aren't designed to allocate tasks. A good task manager has one person that's responsible, a due date, a priority, and also normally attachments. There is a really key structure to it. But people need that structure, and to be honest, email and Slack just don't provide it. We have a strict rule that nothing gets done unless it is a task, and we prefer Asana. So, tip number 7, messaging people. If it's not a task, it is a quick message. So we use Voxer, Voxer. It is more efficient than a phone call. Tip number 8, I will cheat and combine 2 here. By the time you're listening to this, the importance of video conferencing will be second nature to you. We use Zoom. The piece that makes it easy is to combine it with a scheduling tool. So, easily people can pick a time that works best for them. So we use Book Like a Boss. So tip number 7, a good sales CRM. I have 50 leads a week and I don't know how I would keep up with them, particularly in follow-up, if I didn't have a great sales CRM. It has all the communication in one place, including my VA putting all those LinkedIn messages, which are a pain, into the sales CRM. Apart from never missing a follow-up, it also saves me time collecting data before I jump on a call. What we use is Copper, works beautifully with Gmail. So the last tip is tip 10, knowledge management. When my kidney function was at its lowest, I could hardly remember anything. They call it brain fog, and all the toxins in your head sit there and you just can't think straight. I developed a virtual brain to help me during this period. So part of it is in Airtable that I mentioned before, and the rest is in Evernote. But it doesn't really matter what platform you use, it's just the thought of having a virtual brain. My system saved me even in my transplant when a doctor tried to convince me to do something and I showed him the notes that I'd taken with my nephrologist and it didn't go ahead. If he had have, I would have lost my transplant. So it's really important. So let's just recap what I've gone through just quickly. So I've talked about the energy drivers, meditation. Tip 3 was tracking habits. Tip 4 was time blocking and tracking your time. Tip 5 was letting go. Tip 6 was project management. Tip 7 was messaging people. Tip 8 was how you basically combine Zoom or a video conferencing platform with a scheduler. For me, we use Book Like a Boss. Tip 8 was a great sales CRM, and tip 7 was the knowledge management. So, what I've been so touched by others is the generosity at the moment. I think, it's bringing out the best in people. So I'd like to give you something as well. So I'd like to help you gain more time through personal effectiveness. Just email me quoting this podcast and I will have a 30-minute call with you. So it's just paul@buildlivegive.com. So 3 key actions from today. Take care of yourself in these uncertain times. Implement what resonates with you from the top 10 tips. Remember, don't try to do them all at once. And email me to get a free call. You can get all the links in the show notes at buildlivegive.com/podcast. It's episode 193, or the app that you're listening to right now. I recommend Pocket Cast app if you're not happy with yours. If you want to be seen on LinkedIn by your ideal clients and build lasting relationships, go to blgclick.com to watch our free pre-recorded masterclass. Stop and add the link into your task manager and do it this week. Of course, if you're driving or riding, you have to wait till later. You can get great content from me on LinkedIn. Just search Paul Higgins, or there is a link in the show notes. If you know someone who is interested in improving their personal effectiveness, send them this episode. Please take action to build your business and lifestyle and stay well in these uncertain times.
Thank you for listening to the Build, Live, Give podcast. If you like what you heard, please subscribe and leave us a review. It would mean the world to us.